Hello all you beautiful people, welcome back to the channel, Standalone Gaming. Welcome back to our Final Fantasy X series. This will be episode 3, and with that being said, I left off at the beach last episode, and I said I was going to go do some farming, if I can speak, and which I did do that. I got Titus 12 spear levels, I got Waka 10, Yuna 9, and Lulu 9, as you can see. Now the specific reason I got Titus 12 is fairly simple, so I'll show you why. Go ahead and move. So this is the first time we'll be using the sphere grid also, so let's go ahead and do a quick little run through of what you're doing with the sphere grid. So first thing you want to do is hit move. There's basically two options you have while you're in the sphere grid. Every time you move one space, it takes one of your S levels. Let's move to the defense spot here, because you can go ahead and unlock the ones that are around where your spot is actually located. So let's grab all 3 of these. I'm going to move up to right here. Go ahead and use ability spheres for that. Every time you get an ability, you need an ability sphere. Whenever you need speed, you need speed spheres. Power, you need power spheres. So power is attack and defense. Speed is evasion and agility, I believe. Yes, speed and agility, or accuracy and agility. Oh, God, struggling today. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and keep moving. So the reason I got 12 is so I can go up here, grab this, and then I can come back down and go to here, and which will let me unlock haste. So I really wanted to unlock haste for something that we're going to be doing soon. Let's go ahead and do that. I also wanted to get this extract speed. Alright, so now we have haste. Now this will help us out a little bit later, and I will explain why. I really wanted to get haste, so the first time I've kind of been this powerful this early, so might as well bask in it a little bit. So return to the main menu, do Waka. So we're not going to do everyone, and I'll explain why in just a second. Let's go ahead and finish Waka up. We're just going to move him his 7 spots. I don't have any set plans for him. I just wanted to really have haste for the next thing that we're going to be doing, without giving too many spoilers away. Alright, so now we have him done. And we can do Lulu, just because she has all her abilities already. But we cannot do Yuna, and I will explain as soon as we get to Yuna. It really just becomes an issue with ability spheres, and you'll see why shortly. So since I spent so much time farming, we actually have a lot of other spheres. So we have almost 90 some power spheres, speed spheres, and monospheres? Yeah. Reason being is because back where I was farming, you constantly fight the dog, which gives you speed sphere. Or no, the dog actually gives you power sphere. The bird that you kill with Waka gives you speed sphere. And then the flan, the water flan, gives you the magic sphere, or the monosphere. So after I killed so many of those, I ended up having a lot of spheres. Alright, so the reason why we can't do Yuna is because her first 4 are ability spheres, and we only have 1 ability sphere. So we need to farm some ability spheres before we can progress Yuna a little bit, just because I don't want to leave these behind. So I don't want to waste the S levels or anything like that just yet. So I want to be able to get all those. So we're just gonna have to wait until we find an enemy that drops a ability sphere. Let me go ahead and save it after I did all that work. As I mentioned before, I save it all the time. And with that being said, we can continue along with the story. So there are 2 chests here at the beach. One we grabbed as soon as we showed up, which was over here, gave us 2 antidotes. And there's one other chest, but we won't worry about that until later on in the game.
Goodbye.
Boo!
Creeper. Alright, so this is one of those games where you pretty much have to check everywhere. It's because you don't want to miss anything. Definitely highly recommend it, especially if you're not following any type of walkthrough or anything like that. Reason being is because there's always stuff to miss.
Fascinating clothes you're wearing. Yeah! Filthy, filthy. These won't sell. Or me name's not Awaka. Don't look like you got much money, either. I've no business with you. Out of me way.
Who do you think you are?
Awaka the 23rd, merchant extraordinaire.
Awaka the who?
Don't know me? Well, not many do. Not yet.
Guy in sandals just told us we look broke. Anyway, talk to him.
Someday, the night... Say, lad, you wouldn't have a bit of gill to lend?
He asked the broke guy for some money. We're gonna go ahead and give him some. We got a decent amount from selling all the equipment that I ended up getting from doing my farming. We're gonna go ahead and give him about 5,000. No sweat.
I guess it pays to... Fine seed money for the...
Alright. Gonna head down to the power room here.
What the heck is that?
What the heck is what?
What is this place?
The power room, like it says on the door?
Yeah, but why the big birds?
What's so strange about chocobo power?
Chocobos? Those are chocobos?
What? You've never seen a chocobo? What kind of backwater island did you come from, anyway?
Miracles and oddities were starting to become daily routine on this trip.
I absolutely love how they drew the chocobos on this Final Fantasy X. Like, they've done it a lot in other Final Fantasies, but I feel like this one's one of my favorites. With that being said, you find the Albed Primer, Volume 3. right here hiding in the corner. So that is our third letter out of 26. And there's a few more things down here that we want to keep an eye on. Come in here. There's a chest. And then you can go ahead, if you need some potions, just kick a suitcase. And I believe it gives you up to 12 or 15 potions. So just keep kicking it. Ah, no more. Perfect timing. Now you can go talk to these guys. They won't let you in.
I'm not at liberty to talk about our plan. If people think you're with us, you'll be excommunicated too. Some things you're better off not knowing. Take it from me.
Don't sound good.
Restricted area. Our operation depends on this.
All right. I did not mean to do that. So with that, with that being said, I think we're done down here in the undercarriage. Let's talk to Lulu first.
I don't know who you are or where you came from.
Okay. Well, she's got a set of skills. You will find me.
Come to think of it, I haven't told you where we're going. First to Kilika Island. Then we change boats and head for Luca. For that though, Yuna's gotta pray at the temple. I'll be guarding. We'll be praying for the Aurochs' victory too, so you come along, yeah?
Great plan.
Hey, it is a great plan.
Don't look at me.
Word is that summoner's got noble blood.
I heard she's Lord Braska's daughter.
You don't say.
Lord Braska's daughter? So, is Yuna's father famous or something?
She's the daughter of High Summoner Braska. You saw his statue at the temple. Lord Braska defeated Sin 10 years ago. Yuna's the heir to a great legacy.
It's tough when your father's famous.
Huh?
Waka's a bit lacking in the imagination department.
Huh?
Thanks, Lulu. I'll keep that in mind.
Darn.
The wind. It's nice. You're a blitzball player, aren't you? From Xanarkin, right?
You hear that from Waka?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Waka. Waka doesn't believe me at all.
But I believe you.
Huh?
I've heard in Xanarkin, there is a great stadium, all lit up, even at night.
Huh?
Great blitzball tournaments are held there, and the stands are always full.
How do you know that?
A man named Jack told me. He was my father's guardian.
Jacked. My father. His name is Jecht.
Amazing! You know, our meeting like this must be the blessing of Yevon.
Sounds like him, but it can't be him.
Why not?
My old man, he died. 10 years ago, off the coast of Xanarkand.
I'm sorry.
He went out to sea for training one day, and never came back. And no one's seen him since then.
Why, that's the day that Jecht came to Spira.
But,
It's true, I first met Jecht 10 years and 3 months ago. I remember that was the day my father left. The date fits, doesn't it?
Yeah, but how would he get here?
You're here, are you not?
What do you think you're doing? Stick a harpoon in him and we'll all get dragged under.
Zin is going for Kilika. We gotta distract it.
Our families are in Kilika. Forgive us, Lady Summoner.
Wait! Oh boy!
Is it just me, or does this guy show up at the worst times? So anyway, so there's a little exploit you can do here before we get too far into this, and it involves having haste. So if you go ahead and use haste on Titus, I'm going to show you how to do the exploit without actually doing it. So just attack with Yuna. Let's do a regular attack with Mari. Gonna have him do haste on Mari. We're gonna switch Yuna out for Lulu. Give her her one turn. And we want to get Waka out instead of Lulu now.
How many of these things are there?
The fin. That's where they're coming from.
This will tell you about fighting at a distance. Obviously, if we're melee, you can't hit the fin in the water, too far away. We just unlocked the overdrive of Slayer, which is nice. Alright, so we're just gonna have Kamari attack. We'll have Titus attack. We'll just have Kamari attack again, and we need Lulu to swap out for Waka. Now that we have Waka out here, we can go ahead and finish off the last minion. He's going to drop 3 more. Now that you have these 3 out, go ahead and cast Haste on Waka. Now they can all attack pretty fast. Go ahead and do your regular attacks. Now when you get to Titus again, go ahead and keep using Cheer. So we're using full haste on the whole team, and we're going to be keeping Cheer up to 5 stacks. With 5 stacks of Cheer, you should be able to one-shot each of these minor guys here. So not only that, but they'll be doing way less damage if they actually get to hit you. If you have haste on, they shouldn't be able to hit you by the time you kill all 3 of them. And that's essentially where the exploit lies. Well, let me get to the last Cheer, and I'll explain it a little bit further. Oh, forgot I was supposed to be doing Cheer. I believe that's 4. As you can see, everybody's one-shotting now, even Kamari. And that's 5. So basically, the exploit is that he keeps respawning these thin scales every time you kill all 3. Now, if you have haste, you get to attack first, and if you're one-shotting each time, you can literally kill all 3 of them, like this, before they even get to go. And you can do this non-stop the entire fight until you decide to kill the actual fin that's sticking out of the water. So you can sit here and farm these guys pretty much indefinitely. You can do it for an hour, you can do it for 2 hours if you really want to. If you got a turbo controller, you could just fucking set it to turbo attack just by hitting A, and you could let it run as long as you want. And each time you kill them, you get experience. Now, like I said, I'm not going to do that. I just wanted to explain the exploit if you did want to do that. But I'm not going to do that. So we're just going to kill 2 of these guys off. Might as well kill all 3. I need to switch out Kamari or Lulu. So we'll swap out Kamari, put in Lulu, and use Black Magic or her Overdrive. Go ahead and use Thunder. Now, it's been a while since I've used her Overdrive, so... Oh, that's right, you gotta spin this. Yeah, that wasn't that great. I forgot you had to spin the joystick. But anyway, Since you have Waka and Lulu, you can go ahead and attack the Finn. I'm going to go ahead and use element reels here just to get the overdrives out of the way. And we need Titus to cast haste on Lulu now. So the exploit only works with the 3 melee guys, because each one of them can one-shot the sin scales, and they won't run out of mana or anything like that. So, but yeah, you need Lulu and Waka to be able to attack the actual Finn, or the boss. Like this. Let's have Titus attack one of these guys. And go ahead and finish off the boss this way. But like I said, you could essentially let that run indefinitely as long as you have haste on. You'll always go before the enemies get to move. Make pretty good progress. I think one more hit should do it. And now we got Slayer for 2 people. Alright, so now you got a second boss, and if you beefed your characters up like I did, you'll have no issues here. But if you didn't, here's how you would beat it. So, first thing I would do is cast your cheer 5 times. We're out of magic anyway, so let's go ahead and do it that way. So I'd cast cheer 5 times. The more you cast it, the less damage you take from the boss, and also the more damage you'll do to the boss. So, and then what I would do for Waka is you go ahead and use Dark Attack. This will blind him, so he'll do less damage, and he'll miss a lot. So, at least that's what we're hoping for. Finish up cheer. characters are a little beefy, so they're doing a little extra damage. But if you can get the 5 cheers up and make sure he's blind, for the most part, this is a pretty easy battle. Now this is the move you gotta look out for. Does a decent amount of damage, but it's nothing too bad. So as long as you're over half health, you shouldn't have an issue here. We're gonna do... That's not what I meant to do. Crap. We're gonna do cheer one more time, and then we're gonna go ahead and use his overdrive. Right, overdrive time. Damn it. I used to be able to get that all the time, but it's been a while since I played this game. Just random crit, I'll take it. So yeah, you can see we only killed a few of those, but if you keep doing it, you can definitely get a bunch of levels here. I mean, the most you can get clearly is 99, because that's the max you can have. If you sit here for like 40 minutes, I'm sure you'll have like 10. It's all up to you guys what you want to do, but I just farm the old-fashioned way.
When Sin attacked Xanarkand that day, I woke up in Spira. I kept hoping it would work in reverse, too.
I will defeat Sin. I must defeat Sin.
I was just fooling myself. Maybe it was that day, on the sea, under the burning sun. I started to give up hope. I was in a foreign world. I wasn't going home. This was my new reality, and I was stuck in it for good.
Greetings. I am the summoner Yuna. I have come from the temple in Besaid.
Oh, milady summoner!
If there is no other summoner here, please allow me to perform the sending.
Thanks be to ye.
Our loved ones. We feared they would become fiends.
Please, take me to them.
We'll go see what we can do to help in town.
Huh?
All right, just like that, we're on a new island, and we got more shit to do. Go ahead and save it.
What's ascending? Are we going somewhere?
You truly are clueless. Are you sure it's just your memory that's the problem? The dead need guidance. Filled with grief over their own death, they refuse to face their fate. They yearn to live on and resent those still alive. You see, they envy the living. And in time, that envy turns to anger, even hate. Should these souls remain in Spira, they become fiends that prey on the living. Sad, isn't it? The sending takes them to the far plane, where they may rest in peace.
Summoners do this? It must be tough. being a summoner.
Yuna chose her own path. She knew from the beginning what it meant. All we can do is protect her along the way, until the end.
Until the end? What's the end?
Until she defeats sin.
Oh.
I hope I did okay.
You did very well. They've reached the far plane by now, but no tears next time. Hmm?
I wished there would never be a next time. No more people being killed by sin. No more sendings for Yuna. Everyone stood there watching her. It was strange, and somehow horrifying. I never wanted to see it again.
Dude's always sleeping. Alright, so now that we got that out of the way.
Hey, you awake? Captain Walker's waiting for you.
Chests. I could be wrong. If there is one, I think it's in this house over here. Ah, see, there is one. And we go and run to the jungle. One more time.
What's up?
Yuna's saying she wants you with us.
Huh?
I want to ask you to be my guardian.
You know what? There's no time for jokes, yeah? He may be a blitzball whiz kid, but up against fiends, he's a newbie.
Not a guardian, then. I just want him nearby.
What?
What? What do you mean?
It's just that, well,
We're all going to the temple anyway. Can't this wait till later?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have...
There's nothing to be sorry about. I'm just not really sure what's going on.
My apologies.
Silly boy. So head off to the right here, get a chest. And we're gonna head straight to Lord Ochu. Since we did so much grinding earlier, I feel like we can beat him, so we're gonna go ahead and then jump right into that.
Kimari, why don't you use Lancet on it?
What's a Lancet?
Normally, it's a skill that weakens enemies and heals the user. But when a Ronso uses it, that Ronso can sometimes learn Fiend's abilities.
Hey, sounds cool.
Simple enough.
Company,
The fiend before us is Ochu, Lord of the Wood. We've had trouble with this one before. Remember, discretion is the better part of valor.
But is that fun? We need a story to tell. We're gonna keep this group just because we're gonna switch it out anyway. I'm gonna use haste on Titus. We'll have her cast fire. We'll just have him use Lancet. Now we're gonna use haste on Lulu. We're gonna switch Mari out for Waka. I think he's immune, but we'll do a dark attack. Yeah, definitely immune. Go ahead and use fire again. And that's the perfect timing right there. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna use one of our antidotes. Use black magic. And switch Waka out for Yuna. Now you can go and summon here and just finish off the fight that way if you'd like. But I like to actually beat the fight. So the reason we end up with Yuna here because she has Cure and Asuna will cure the poison. So we can always cure somebody and we can take the poison off of Asuna. Go ahead and just do a regular attack. If you want, a good guard is always good there too. So we're going to use haste on Yuna now. Yeesh. Have her cure herself. And just rinse and repeat. Cast fire with Lulu and just regular attacks with Titus. I would recommend I wouldn't recommend cheer here because you're using two casters. So I mean the defense is nice, but I feel like it kind of defeats the purpose when you can just cure. So I'm gonna guard with Yuna. The reason we gave her haste is if we need to heal or something else pops up, we can go ahead and take care of that. Like that, so this is a good time where she's going to be useful. Let's go ahead and use Cure on Titus. here on Yuna. And I believe that's it for him. So just like that, we ended up killing him, and it was actually fairly easy. So definitely worth getting haste. Highly recommended if you want to kill him.
Whoa. A summoner and her guardians. Very impressive.
Sir, we should fight too.
We'll get our chance soon enough.
Young crusaders gather round. We'll beat sin into the ground.
But typically you can bypass him, and that's typically the way you go the first time you play through. So if you're gonna go around, go this way first, grab this chest. Now you can run straight through.
This'll be easy!
Scout is a weapon for Waka. We'll swap her out for Waka.
I can take
have him attack the B. And we'll have her cast Water on the Thunder Elemental.
Anyone thirsty?
Good way to find out weaknesses is to have Sensor. Or if you just remember what element's weak to what, that always works too. So if you know it's a Thunder Elemental, go ahead with Water. If it's a Water Elemental, go ahead with Thunder. And then Fire or Ice are opposing also, so just remember that. Now we'll head north again, and there's another chest to the north, and then we head along to the temple.
Oh yeah! Take that! Piece of cake!
So as you can see, it doesn't hurt to level up a little bit before you decide to move out of the Sade. Definitely helps you out. Highly recommended, but you don't have to. Keep moving forward. It's still going to be somewhat easy as long as you know which attacks get what. So essentially, any four-legged animal, Titus is going to take care of.
Oh, yeah.
Typically anything with wings, Waka. And then if it's an elemental or something else, you can use one of the other characters. Mari's more of like a jack of all trades. He can pretty much do anything, but it really depends on which way you take him, because he starts out right in the middle of the sphere grid, so he can essentially take anyone else's path, and he also has the shortest actual like grid. So
These stone steps have a history, you know. Yep, Lord O'Holland trained here at his peak.
A race, huh? Think you can beat me?
Yuna, if you would.
Ready?
Hey! Hey!
Ah, huh? Hey!
save it.
Look out!
Everyone, quick! Sin spawn!
Alright, first thing you should do, go ahead and cast haste on Titus. Have Waka attack that guy. Let's go ahead and swap Lulu out for Kamari. There's a reason. We'll explain it soon. Let's go ahead and attack with Titus. We'll attack the other arms. Alright, so he killed the arms. Now we can swap Kamari out for Lulu. So if the arms are up, she cannot cast magic. The arms actually absorb it. So take the arms out first, then she can cast her fire. Now we'll cast haste on Lulu. And he breaks out of his shell. Now at this point, you can have Yuna come out, and you can either summon and finish the boss off, or you can just attack like I'm going to. We're gonna go ahead and cure Titus first. As you can see, this guy also poisons, so it's another reason we brought Yuna out. You can go ahead and dispel the poison. Cast with Lulu again. Let's use Titus now to cast haste on Yuna. Have Yuna take care of the poison. And continue to cast. Attack Titus. Heal with Yuna. Rinse, repeat. And this fight should be fairly easy for you. Now I'm going to go ahead and Grand Summon just to get the overdrive. We're gonna summon Flaccid. Don't you just love playing with Flaccid? So as you know, before we left Besaid, we unlocked Energy Blast, which is Flaccid's second overdrive. And I wanted to showcase it a little bit, so let's go ahead and use Energy Blast. Bam! Didn't even stand a chance. I understand he only had 100 health left, but it was worth watching.
Yeesh.
Sorry about that. Hope to break you in a little slower.
Being a guardian's tiring.
You handle yourself pretty well. You got talent.
Hey. So, what are these sin spawn anyway?
Fiends. They fall from Sin's body and are left behind in its wake.
Leave him alone and Sin comes back for him. You gotta be quick.
That moment when Waka told me I had talent in battle, I think that was when I started seriously considering becoming a guardian.
Alright guys, and with that being said, I feel like this is a good spot to end the episode. So, really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave a like. But with that being said, thank you for watching, thank you for your time, really hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.